Welcome to the 2021 American College of Physicians Fellowship Convocation Celebration.
Please welcome Dr. Heather E. Ganser, Chair of the American College of Physicians Board of Regents.
Welcome to the 2021 Fellowship Convocation Celebration of the American College of Physicians. During this celebration, you'll hear an address by ACP President Dr. Jacqueline Fincher, as well as a speech from the Chair of ACP's Credentials Committee, Dr. Matthew Carroll. And we'll join our Executive Vice President and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Darylyn Moyer, in reciting the ACP Pledge. And of course, we'll recognize the recipients of fellowship by chapter during a roll call. The Convocation of the American College of Physicians is a ceremony of tradition, renewal, and celebration. When we're able to hold the ceremony in person, Convocation is conducted in full academic regalia, a ceremonial form of dress that dates back to the 12th century. In respect for your achievements and tradition, all of us addressing you during the celebration wear ACP's full regalia. Another traditional aspect of Convocation is the carrying of the mace and the caduceus. The mace was made for the college in London and contains many design elements symbolic of medicine. During the ceremony, it is carried by the chair-elect of the Board of Regents, who stands on the stage overseeing Convocation participants as they process into the ceremonial hall. The caduceus is carried by the ACP president and is a symbol of the physician's calling. The renewal aspect of Convocation will come at the end of this celebration, when you'll have the opportunity to take the pledge of the American College of Physicians and affirm your commitments to our shared values. Though we regret not being able to gather in person this year, your achievements deserve recognition and celebration. Election to fellowship is a great accomplishment, and this Convocation celebration allows the college to honor your commitment and your dedication to internal medicine. Thank you for all you do for your patients, your colleagues, the profession, and the American College of Physicians.
Please welcome Dr. Jacqueline W. Fincher, President of the American College of Physicians.
Good evening. It is my honor and privilege as the President of the American College of Physicians to celebrate with all of you and welcome you into fellowship. Each of you has distinguished yourself among your peers within the field of internal medicine and the college. We honor and acknowledge you for your outstanding work and service. Thank you for all you do every day to take care of patients, to educate and train the next generations of internists, to improve the state of healthcare in our country, and to provide a role model of excellence in internal medicine. Always remember, the ACP is your professional home. It is the source of so many enormous resources and outstanding staff and other physician leaders that will help you make an even bigger difference in the lives of your patients, your hospital, and your community. Being involved in something bigger than just your practice will bring you joy, purpose, and new ways of thinking. It will give you new perspectives, keep you up to date, and provide the camaraderie of colleagues, making you an even better internist. Welcome to fellowship. I look forward to seeing all the amazing things that you will continue to do. Last April, As my year as ACP president began with our nation in full lockdown with the COVID pandemic taking hold in our country, the old adage, "May we live in interesting times," has taken on new meaning as we have all searched for stability and order in our lives over the past year. The pandemic has certainly affected everything, our practices, hospitals, and patients, but also even our own personal lives in how we work, how we see and visit our families, how we worship, how we spend our leisure time, shop for food, the money in our bank accounts, and essentially no travel. I have felt your pain. Now more than ever in this past year, internal medicine physicians have been called to serve our patients and our country like never before. And more importantly, we have stepped up to the plate in every way. Our country is learning what we here at the college have known all along, that internists are essential. Through the pandemic, the college has provided us with critical resources, scientific information, clinical advice, and best practices for our offices, hospitals, and healthcare systems to prevent, diagnose, and treat this deadly virus. And now, with the vaccines, preserve lives and prevent death from COVID-19. The college has also provided the essential advocacy at the highest levels of government and with insurance payers to get us the critical personal protection equipment, the testing kits, the financial resources to keep our offices and hospitals open, our staffs employed, vaccines distributed, and most importantly, our patients treated and cared for during the pandemic. It is what we do as the American College of Physicians to serve our members, serve our profession, and serve our patients. It is what we have always done. As we begin to rein in this pandemic, it will be together with the highest ethical principles and with the highest regard for the lives, the health, and the health care of every single person living in our country. The silver lining of any crisis is always the opportunities and the blessings that can only come through suffering. As Marcel Proust said, illness is the doctor to whom we pay the most heed. To kindness, to knowledge, we make promises only. Pain we obey. The pain and suffering in our country, represented by over 30 million people diagnosed with COVID this past year, and over 550,000 deaths, including many of our own patients, family, friends, and even colleagues, underscore the catastrophe and profound grief of this past year. The many weaknesses in our healthcare system have been laid bare, exposing the underbelly of disparity, inequity, and racism. The economic disaster created a K-shaped economy, and the civil unrest ignited last summer have also pointed to these similar issues in many of our societal constructs. This devastating trifecta has also been played out amidst a divisive and grueling national election. Talk about a perfect storm. God help us to find the silver linings and the blessings. The devastation brought on by the COVID pandemic has forced us all to stop, to change what we are doing, to do things differently, to try new things, to evolve our lives and our healthcare practices in order to just survive, and then adapt to the new realities and the new information coming out daily. A year later, we look back on how necessity has birthed new uses of technology, expanded the use of telehealth, generated new supply chains of critical equipment, produced new diagnostic and therapeutic capabilities, and now created new vaccines at a miraculous pace. We have also increased social awareness of one another and our local communities, we have an understanding of the critical importance of fully funding public health, the CDC, and the World Health Organization, with the realization we are truly all in this together. The pandemic has also represented a seminal event in our generation and our lives as physicians. Let it also be remembered that this crisis has been one of medicine's finest hours. The world has witnessed as we have stood shoulder to shoulder with our fellow colleagues to go into harm's way, to render aid to our patients in the hospitals, long-term facilities, clinics, and homes, and provide our communities with the critical health information they needed to make the best decisions. Let the next generation look back and remember the leadership physicians provided, the care that was administered, and the difference that medicine, especially internal medicine, made in the health of our world. As physicians, we have a calling that transcends politics, socioeconomics, and disease, that promotes health and healing for the individual patient and the general population. Today's physicians continue to answer medicine's high ethical calling. We advance the legacy of generations of physicians before us by continuing to combine the principles of science with art of healing. As physicians, embracing those scientific principles and compassionately applying these healing truths not only defines us, but it challenges us today and how we will be remembered in the future. When we reflect on this past year, we will remember how we were challenged, how our eyes were opened, and also how we worked together to face this unprecedented time in our country. We know there's no going back to normal, to the complacent naivety of 2019. Life is different now, and we all have the scars to prove it. We cannot unsee our vulnerability nor the fragility of our collective lives physically, emotionally, and economically. But we are now armed with the knowledge, understanding, and hard lessons learned from this past year. Let this pain and suffering of the COVID pandemic and the trillions of federal and state dollars spent on bailout from poor planning and disparate societal constructs not be wasted. Let it be the expensive tuition for lessons learned to get us to a better healthcare system, a more equitable economy, and a kinder and gentler country that truly values all God's children. Yes, this pandemic crisis may have shaken us up, but as internal medicine physicians and the American College of Physicians, we are not deterred from our calling and our daily work. May the challenges of 2020 and the lessons learned give us 2020 vision for the decade ahead as we work together to bring compassion, understanding, and healing to our country. In the words of the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Together, we will face the challenges ahead with the fervent leadership of the college, where we will continue to work together on the things we care about, our patients, our profession, and the health of our country and world. As outgoing ACP president, I have learned so much over this past year and over the last 3 decades of my career from my involvement in the ACP. The college has provided a foundation, a professional home, and a framework for support, service, growth, and leadership. It has taught me, no matter where you are in your career, you can always make a difference to your patients, to your practice, to your community, to your ACP chapter, and most importantly, to the next generation of internal medicine physicians. As I pass on the torch of leadership to your next ACP president, Dr. George Abraham, I pass on the torch of lessons learned as a general internist to you. Start with a plan, but realize life happens while you're making plans. Challenges will come, but they will bring focus and make you better. Face them head on. Embrace change and each other. When opportunities arise, lean in, but don't be distracted by irrelevance and noise. Surround yourself with good people and be open to diverse perspectives. Listen to wise counsel. Live with intention and thoughtfulness. Light the way for others to follow, and then pass the torch of your experience and wisdom and mentor the next generation. Dare to dream big, and your life will overflow with all the many blessings and opportunities ahead. Thank you for the honor and privilege of being your ACP president. Congratulations and welcome to fellowship in the college.
Please welcome Dr. Matthew B. Carroll, Chair of the American College of Physicians Credentials Committee.
It is my privilege to introduce this group of esteemed physicians elected to fellowship. Achieving fellowship in the American College of Physicians requires a combination of many attributes: a record of professional accomplishment, a commitment to scholarship and lifelong learning, a professional manner and style firmly grounded in integrity and altruism, and an uncompromising dedication to improving the healthcare of patients. To be elected fellow, candidates are, with few exceptions, board certified. They must be sponsored by other FACP or MACP with reference to their character, ethics, and medical activities. They must have demonstrated continued scholarship and professional accomplishments through publication, teaching of trainees or peers, additional certifications or training experiences, leadership activities, participation on community committees at the local and national level, community service activities, active participation in continuing medical education, or active involvement in the college. ACP fellows are known not only for their professional knowledge and expertise, but also for delivering medical care with compassion, respect, and humility. ACP fellows demonstrate a commitment to enhancing the future practice of internal medicine through their teaching of trainees and other physicians. It is this combination of competence, compassion, and commitment that truly sets a fellow apart. Becoming a fellow acknowledges and honors not only your own accomplishments, but those of your teachers and mentors from whom you have learned so much throughout your career. It also honors your colleagues and trainees who have contributed in no small measure to your professional growth and accomplishments as well. Becoming a fellow honors your family and friends who have supported you throughout your education and your career. And above all, becoming a fellow honors your patients who have benefited greatly from your skills and dedication and will continue to do so as your career progresses. Becoming a fellow acknowledges that you have grown both personally and professionally since medical school and your training, and that you have successfully met the commitments you made to yourself and to society when you first entered this noble profession. Finally, becoming a fellow is an honor that you confer upon the profession. It acknowledges that you realize that the profession has a life and vitality that is larger than any one individual, a vitality that we all share and celebrate, and that we all contribute to as well. By agreeing to accept this invitation to become a fellow in the American College of Physicians, you agree to accept the professional responsibilities that accompany this title. You are herewith recognized as a role model and leader amongst your peers, a skillful practitioner of the art of medicine, dedicated advocate for the health care of your patients. We encourage you to now exercise a greater role in college activities. Volunteer to serve on committees in your local ACP chapter. Collaborate with ACP's advocacy efforts to improve health care for all. Serve as a mentor for younger ACP members or volunteer to serve as a poster judge at a resident fellow or medical student competition. Giving of your time and energy to the ACP will be one of the wisest investments that you will ever make. The fellows recognized in this convocation celebration are a diverse group. 273 are younger than the age of 35. 41 are new fellows over the age of 70. The youngest fellow is age 28, and the oldest of our new fellows is age 85 years young. 39% of our new fellows are women. 46% are from marginalized or historically excluded racial or ethnic groups, and 36% are international medical graduates. In total, new fellows represent 48 countries. We will now present the new fellows of the college. Congratulations to you and all of your accomplishments.
The American College of Physicians congratulates fellowship recipients on their achievements. Alabama, William A. Curry, Governor.
Alaska, Julie A. McCormick, Governor. Emily C. Church, Governor-elect.
Alberta, Peter G. Hamilton, Governor.
Arizona, Priya Radhakrishnan, Governor.
Arkansas, Stacy C. Zimmerman, Governor.
Atlantic Provinces, Brian G. Moses, Governor.
Bangladesh, Hassan A.M. Nazmul Ahassan, Governor.
Brazil, Jose L. Bonamigo, Governor.
British Columbia, Aman Nijar, Governor.
California Northern, Raminder S. Gill, Governor. Chuen Yuen Angie Chen, Governor-elect.
California Southern 1, Michael E. Lazarus, Governor.
California Southern 2, Daniel I. Kim, Governor.
California Southern 3, Charles J. Hamori, Governor. Tammy L. Lynn, Governor-elect.
Caribbean, Kenneth Connell, Governor.
Central America, Eric Javier Ulloa Izaza, Governor.
Chile, Luz Maria Letelier, Governor. Colombia, Jairo H. Roa, Governor. Eugenio Matihasevic, Governor-elect. Colorado, Alwyn F. Steinman, Governor.
Connecticut, Rebecca A. Andrews, Governor. Ruth E. Weisberger, Governor-elect.
Delaware, Daniel J. Elliott, Governor. District of Columbia, Shmuel Shoham, Governor. Florida, Manning H. Hanline Jr., Governor. George D. Everett, Governor.
Georgia, George Walden Garris III, Governor.
Hawaii, Lisa A. Kamara, Governor. Samuel J. Evans, Governor-elect. Idaho, Lisa S. Inoue, Governor. Illinois Northern, Ann Fury Schultz, Governor. Illinois Southern, James F. Gromlich, Governor. Vithya Sundaresan, Governor-elect. India, A. Muruganathan, Governor. Anuj Maheshwari, Governor-elect. Indiana, Bradley M. Souter, Governor. Iowa, William J. Yost, Governor.
Japan, Kenji Maeda, Governor.
Kansas, Key B. Stoltzfus, Governor.
Kentucky, Elizabeth C. Riley, Governor.
Louisiana, Angela C. Johnson, Governor.
Maine, Rebecca B. Hemphill, Governor.
Manitoba and Saskatchewan, Catherine J. Molson, Governor. Maryland, Mangle Sood Guledi, Governor. Massachusetts, Alyssa I. Choi, Governor.
Mexico, Irma Luisa Ceja Martinez, Governor.
Michigan, Martha L. Gray, Governor.
Minnesota, David R. Hilden, Governor.
Mississippi, Samuel C. Thigpen, Governor. Otis Gowdy Jr., Governor-elect.
Missouri, Daniel M. Goodenberger, Governor.
Montana, Stephen J. Gerstner, Governor.
Nebraska, Micah W. Beachy, Governor.
Nevada, T. Brian Callister, Governor.
New Hampshire, William S. Palmer, Governor.
New Jersey Northern, Jonathan B. Shamash, Governor.
New Jersey Southern, Nyan K. Kothari, Governor.
New Mexico, Heather C. Brislin, Governor.
New York, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Queens, Parag H. Mehta, Governor.
New York Hudson Valley, Daniel H. Pomerantz, Governor.
New York, Long Island, Maria T. Carney, Governor. Susan Y. Lee, Governor-elect.
New York, Manhattan and Bronx, Jitendra Barmicha, Governor.
New York Upstate, Leslie F. Algase, Governor.
North Carolina, Lacey C. Hobgood, Governor.
North Dakota, Fidel Namor, Governor.
Ohio, Craig D. Nielsen, Governor.
Oklahoma, Robert B. Hauger, Governor.
Ontario, George K. Dresser, Governor.
Oregon, Marianne C. Parsley, Governor. Jenny R. Silberger, Governor-elect.
Pennsylvania Eastern, Lawrence H. Jones, Governor.
Pennsylvania Southeastern, Lawrence D. Ward, Governor.
Pennsylvania Western, Melissa A. McNeil, Governor.
Puerto Rico, Miriam Z. Allende Vigo, Governor.
Quebec, Bert A. Govig, Governor.
Rhode Island, Kelly A. McGarry, Governor.
Saudi Arabia, Wagar H. Ahmed, Governor.
South Carolina, Mary Beth Poston, Governor.
South Dakota, Robert L. Allison, Governor. Tennessee, Tracy E. During, Governor. Catherine R. Womack, Governor-elect. Texas Northern, John D. Myers, Governor. Roger S. Caton, Governor-elect.
Texas Southern, Cynthia L. Peacock, Governor.
U.S. Air Force, Colonel Matthew B. Carroll, Governor. Lieutenant Colonel Angelique N. Colomer, Governor-elect.
U.S. Army, Colonel Kristen A. Mount, Governor. Colonel Joshua S. Hawley Malloy, Governor-elect.
U.S. Navy, Commander Mark P. Shantz, Governor.
Utah, Mary H. Parsons, Governor. Scott C. Waller, Governor-elect.
Venezuela, Marcos L. Trocoli, Governor. Claudio L. Urosa, Governor-elect.
Vermont, Alan B. Rep II, Governor.
Virginia, Stuart I. Hinakowicz, Governor. Washington, Matthew F. Holon, Governor. West Virginia, Laura M. Davison, Governor.
Wisconsin, Noel N. Deep, Governor.
Wyoming, Robert M. Monger, Governor.
Global recipients of fellowship.
Please welcome Dr. Darylyn V. Moyer, American College of Physicians Executive Vice President and Chief Executive Officer.
I invite you to renew your commitment to our shared values and to the college by joining me in reciting the American College of Physicians Pledge. Please join me. I affirm my belief in the mission of the American College of Physicians to preserve and maintain the highest traditions and precepts of our professional calling. And I solemnly declare that I will conform to these ideals to the utmost of my ability. I therefore reaffirm my dedication to the practice of medicine, to act always in the best interests of my patients, to respect the reputation and integrity of my colleagues, to supplement my own judgment with the counsel of others when the occasion requires, to render assistance to my colleagues in every way, to extend my professional aid to the unfortunate, to increase my medical knowledge and understanding by continuing study by association with physicians of the highest intellectual and ethical standards, and by the free exchange of information and experience with all of my medical colleagues. I hereby pledge to uphold the ethics of medicine as exemplified by the standards and traditions of this college. We are proud of your accomplishments and celebrate your achievements in the college and beyond. We especially look forward to your continuing involvement in the American College of Physicians, be it through mentorship, volunteerism, or serving at the chapter or national level on committees and councils. You are the present and the future of the college. At this time, we want to acknowledge the families, friends, and other supporters of those recognized in this celebration. These are the people who have invested time, faith, and support in your careers up to this point. I urge you as physicians to keep them in mind always. You have an obligation to give back to them and to your future colleagues and patients what has been given to you. Families and friends, ACP thanks you. This concludes the Convocation celebration. We look forward to celebrating with you in person when we can safely gather. Until then, be well and continue to spread the mission of the American College of Physicians through your excellent work.